This is Michael Chasney. This is Open Mic, and we are back with you.
I've been listening to both of you and taking in all that you have had to say. And respectfully, I would like to disagree with some of the issues that you all have taken up or the comments you all have made. I don't think that it is that the governments of an island don't care.
Then why haven't they done it?
Well, it's a case of governments come in and we have a 5-year span. 5-year span, we start something, and in the middle of it, 5 years, the powers that be change a government and a new policy comes in. I would see the business sector, and many instances, I see the government and the business sector as at standoff. In my experience in the business world, I feel it all the time. Government and the business sector, it's us and them.
Do you have a council of business government relations in this country?
Yes, you do. We have different areas where business sectors are managed by organizations, the Chamber of Commerce, Small Businesses Association, Employers Federation, all these things. But none of them work in tandem with each other.
So you don't have a central council in which representatives of the business community sit down with government leaders and work out a cooperative, collaborative relationship in terms of how to work together for the best interest. Well, that's where it is.
That's where the core issues I think stand, and businesses need to work with each other and the government. I think the government of an island need to take the business sector, the business minds, listen to these business minds. We have some serious, talented business entrepreneurs on this island.
Yes.
Take it into consideration. Sit with them at that table, as you so say. Hear them and say, how do you propose? Michael talked about this medical school, this medical university. That's a fantastic idea. That could regenerate the income, the much needed jobs and stability that this island needs. But it cannot come from the government alone, because as I see in the government are people, a group of people form a government right now, but not necessarily business-minded individuals. They are professionals. They work for somebody. They've not been in the field where they've taken their money, invested it, go to the bank, borrow it, lost it, and know how to come back out. They see it as a job, or as a day-to-day job. I will do what it is I'm supposed to do. I read it off a piece of paper. As far as I'm concerned, you read it out of a book and you're following from a book.
And if I don't listen to the voice of the business community, nothing happens to me.
Exactly.
I keep my job, regardless of whether the country succeeds or fails.
So true.
And so they don't care.
Well,
there are no consequences that they fear.
We are coming to a point right now where if the government and the businesses and the business sector do not come together and work in tandem with each other, we are about to fail.
Well, then what are you doing specifically to make that happen? Because I have to tell you, the days of businessmen and businesswomen wringing their hands and saying, oh, isn't it so sad that we're not getting along? Do something. Take an action. Propose a meeting. And say our goal is collaboration and cooperation for the betterment of this country, and we're going to create a new model of cooperation. Do that. But I think to sit and complain that things are not happening it's wasted energy.
But you see, we have a channel which the business sector is supposed to take it through, and that is called the Chamber of Commerce. At the Chamber of Commerce level, you have the businesses that go in there, and we have an issue, we will take it to the Chamber of Commerce. And fine, that would work in an island, in my opinion, where the island's economy is productive, it's working, where the chambers are proactive and they're working with the government. The chamber is very important. However, in this island right now, the business sector have to come together between themselves. And a simple example of that would be, let's just say the Baywalk Mall and a hotel. The hotel owner operates in his own entity. He wants to make the money for himself. He is seeing all the money must come through the hotel, and he's holding it on. I see the business, the hotel and Baywalk, which I am affiliated with, coming together and saying, here.
Why isn't that happening? Why aren't you doing that?
We are working right now with the hotels. That's where we have to come to.
But
That's
why,
what I'm
what's
saying.
stopping it? What's stopping you from making it happen?
The mindset of our business sector, and we blame.
But bring like-minded people like yourself together to start. Then don't bring the people that want to think that this is a bad idea or that nothing can be accomplished. Find other people
That's
like
what
yourself.
That's what
and
this show
form
is
a group.
about, isn't it, Michael? To sit down now and say to the public, this is what we need to do. We need to come together as the business sector, not the ones that are continuously knocking their heads and saying or working in a negative in an area where it doesn't affect positively on the island.
Well,
but those of us, the Chastanets, the Shrikis, the Charleses, the Destangs, all those big business minds that run this island and bring so much jobs and stability to this island, these are the ones that the government, in my opinion, should be sitting with and say, let us, why are you
Get together,
successful?
yeah. You see, what Zai is saying is very correct, because I can actually elaborate a bit on that. We have a 100-room hotel next to Baywalk, and I can tell you for a fact, between the Baywalk Motel and the JQ Charles Plaza, the hotel does exceptionally well because of our proximity to those hotels. So Zai is actually very correct, and we have to work together.
Absolutely.
But what we need to do is that it's unfortunate, and I've made it very clear, this is not a political show.
Right.
This is a show of a program today to highlight what should be done, because we can't continue to live in the past. There's a situation which exists for the last 40, 50 years in Central. It's called divide and rule. Mm-hmm. As she rightly said here, Mr. Shariki, JQ Charles, Bay Gardens, Cocoa Palm, the main people in the area need to get together and sit with the government to make them understand that we are the movers and shakers of the industry,
Business
and
economy.
we can go for it, because I need her and she needs me.
That
And
we
you
are the
indeed very
success. You
correct.
are the success story.
Yeah.
Why are you a success story? Why are there no more success stories? We need to find out what is your secret, and we can use it out there to bring more success stories to the island. But it's not happening, and that's where it needs.
Well, see,
I'm
I'm just going to come back to you and say, so what's stopping you from doing it?
Well, maybe
Because
I
I happen to
mentioned
believe
you.
if it is to be, it's up to me. That's the mantra. If it is to be, it's up to me. And if you don't take the effort and energy to make it happen, we'll be sitting here next year talking about
But
the same
another
thing.
problem which upsets the apple cart is that we have a planning department, and sometimes a person starts a business and it's repeated by 4 or 5 people, and the island cannot handle that business. A planning department is not only there to say, well, you should put up a building that looks good, or you can you need to have proper construction. You have to plan. That's what it's all about. It's a planning department. Say, okay, fine. You have 2 shopping malls side by side. Maybe one should have been put somewhere else.
You're not
to
saying
divide
that
it.
the government should tell them that they can't build a third shopping mall.
You see, and governments need to get the governments. All governments have a closed mind, and we have to open that closed mind, because we, as I said, we are the movers and shakers. We need to be consulted and get together and say, I'm a firm believer that when politics has taken place and a government has been put in power for 5 years, we have to work with the government that's in power, because the decision has been made by the people of St. Lucia. We run a democratic society, and that's how it works. 6 months or 8 months before the elections, you can say, what is your scorecard? And we take it
Yes.
from there. But the political jargon and rivalry that goes on for 4 or 5 years, look at what it's doing to America. It's destroying America, and it's the same thing could happen to us here. We need to change that mindset.
Well, I just want to.
Go ahead.
I just want to make one
yeah.
little final
Sure,
point,
sure.
and that is, I think that there's a real role for the board of directors of these companies in St. Lucia.
Yes.
Okay, to provide the strategic leadership to make some of the things that we're that we're talking about happening.
Happen.
But the problem is boards today, and boards today in St. Lucia really don't understand what their job, what their role, and what their responsibilities are. That's why I've come to this island to start a new organization called the Corporate Governance Training Institute in conjunction with Milestone Training, so that we can give the kind of leadership training, motivation, and knowledge that boards need today to do the kinds of things that we're talking about, so that they can direct their CEOs and their organizations to form these collaborative. The number one reason why organizations fail today is because of an inability to execute great strategies. And boards of directors are responsible for making sure that an organization is successful.
Yeah. St. Lucians, fellow St. Lucians, we want to thank you for listening to our show. We've now come into the end of it. This is Michael Chasney, Hope Mike. We'll be back next Sunday at the same time. I thank you so much.